Well, hello. I thought I'd do a video on the eve of the elections, the midterms. Uh, the possibility of nuclear war has escalated disproportionately. Just in this last week, we have thousands of American soldiers with boots on the ground in Ukraine, okay? And if there is an attack on the Ukraine, I'm quite sure, an attack by Putin in Russia on the Ukraine, where our soldiers get killed, we most definitely are going to retaliate, okay? And don't get me wrong, we shouldn't be there. My very strong opinion, we shouldn't be there. So now, my personal feelings is we're not headed for nuclear war. It's not going to happen. But in fact, this is interesting enough. This reminds me of the John F. Kennedy Cuba crisis. And I lived through that. And so here we go again, because we got this idiot administration who has been bleeding the American people with the Ukrainian government for years. Hunter Biden has been heavily involved in that, as you well know. And now, here's what, if anybody in the world is listening to me, that I propose. And we know nobody's really listening to me, but Putin, I don't believe, will do anything until he sees how this election plays out. And my proposal is that we take the House, we take the Senate, we take a bunch of these governorships, and, one gal, can't think of her name offhand, but she filed impeachment papers against Biden like a couple of weeks ago. Taylor Greene, I believe is her name. And Congress is going to have to act very fast. The Senate's going to have to act very fast because there's other problems too. Evidently, we're going to run out of diesel fuel. If we run out of diesel fuel, you can forget about getting any food in these big cities, all right? You're going to have some real serious problems. You're talking about the COVID lockdown was bad. This will blow that away. There's no comparison. So that's another thing that has to be turned over immediately with an emergency declaration to get diesel fuel back to these distributors, gas stations, for these semis that are hauling everything, and the trains. They run off diesel also. Okay? So, it's a lot hinges upon tomorrow with the election. And if we have any hope at all to fix this nation in any way, shape, or form, it's going to have to happen with the elections, okay? And I believe it will. If we can take the House and the Senate back, I think things will happen really fast, at least fast enough to get Putin some hope that he's not going to have to drop nukes on Ukraine, and we can, defund anything going to the Ukraine immediately and bring our soldiers home, okay? And that's our hope. So, get out and vote, and God willing, we'll take the House, and we'll take the Senate, we'll take a bunch of these governorships back. And I want to put a plug in for Ammon Bundy in Idaho. He's a star as far as I'm concerned, a star in the heavens, and he's doing everything he can to fix one state. And if we can get one state fixed, others will follow in line, because we have some really good governors. Kerry Lake, I believe, is going to be a governor in Arizona. We've got Christine Nome up there in South Dakota, and a few others that have set a really good example, and I think others will follow. Okay, over and out. God bless America. Get out and vote.